Good evening. Welcome on in to the evening edition of From Day One. The frauditors, auditors, subsets, and Karens are all waiting, lining up in a row to, be the detracting ass hats that we know that they are. And we're actually going to start tonight, unfortunately, with Chili Con Fuckface, aka Chili Con Carne. However, I personally need to have a little bit of fun before we deal with Chili Con Fuck. So, let's start with some frauditors getting basically owned with some window smashings. Why not? Let's have some fun.
Open your window now, or I'm gonna bust it out.
Now you're going. Okay, I need you to call and I need you to get your supervisor out here. I need your supervisor out here. I need your supervisor. I am asking him for his supervisor.
Yay!
I am
Safe Flight
asking you
Repair.
for your supervisor.
Safe Flight Repair. Safe Flight Replace.
Hey, okay.
They're damaging the property, and this isn't even my property. Please.
More Safe Flight Repair. Safe Flight Replace. Man, Safe Flight's getting some good business today.
Consent to unlawful engagement, sir. I need to tell you what I'm telling you, good sir. No, I'm a lawful individual. What you're doing is enforcing corporate policy, good sir, and I victimize nobody. So what you're doing is violating my constitutional rights. You're violating my constitutional rights.
What you may have is the opportunity to read. Whoa.
Go for it, dear. Yeah! Another window.
Don't put the camera on the car.
No, I did nothing wrong. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off of me. I have done nothing wrong. This is unlawful, illegal, and a violation of my rights. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me.
And now, Chili Con Fuckface. Sorry.
I do a system where I go as hard as I can for maybe a week. I go a week straight of hardcore. That's what I do. Where I'll start off my week, just so you guys know. I'll start off my week where I will
Be an idiot?
have gotten 14 hours of sleep or 12 hours of sleep like I did last night.
14 hours of sleep? This boy's quite delusional, isn't he?
Use of methamphetamines is associated with numerous adverse health outcomes, with disturbed sleep being one of the most prominent consequences of meth use. People who get high on meth may use it frequently for several days in a row, often depriving themselves of food and sleep. Even small amounts of meth can affect sleep. In all seriousness, this is not normal. Most people don't operate this way. The human body has built-in mechanisms to control this. Sometimes called the body clock, the circadian rhythm is about 24 hours long. All life, even the simplest cyanobacteria, has a circadian rhythm of the same duration. This daily cycle influences brainwave activity patterns, cell repair, and hormone levels. The cycle is built into all life. Mood disorders are often associated with disrupted circadian rhythms. Some of Chili's erratic behavior might be because of his unusual sleep and eating habits.
And so then what happens is, after a short period of time, I run out of gas again. I just run out of gas because I burn so hard. We want to pop.
Thank you, Hudson Prawns. Thought you'd like that one.
And so that's what I just did. I just went where I got I just slept for 12 hours last night, caught up on my sleep, and now I'm right as rain. I just needed the sleep. And then yesterday, what happened was I got woke up funny.
What did the comedian with a stiff neck say? I woke up funny. But seriously, does Chili's brain itch? What is he digging for in there?
Gold.
I got woke. Oh, is that it? So yeah, and then what I did here, if you're
Chili, there really isn't gold in your ears.
having a hard time,
Let's speed things up a little.
I just changed some things. I just changed a couple things on my live settings, and you guys will see some action happen in the next couple days here. It's going to be great. What you guys are going to see is going to be great. I got a premiere coming out here at 3 o'clock, so hang on 1 second real quick. I might lose.
Hold on, it's time for Chili to go crazy. He's talking to people walking normally, but hey, let's go ahead and try to show up that he's a moron.
Yeah, but I'll be right back. I got to get this sprint in here real quick. Hang on real fast.
Yeah, that's right. In the middle of his live stream, he thinks he's got to take a wind sprint. That lasted for a whole 9 seconds. I might not be the most healthy individual in the world here, being a cabbie. But, dude, 9 seconds? That's lame. FM lawyer who's with us, sorry, FN, my apologies. You want to speak about this lameness?
So,
That had to be the biggest piece of self-aggrandizement that I've ever seen. It also wasn't much of a wind sprint. It's better than I can do, but I'm also in a wheelchair.
Badaching!
I don't know whether he did this to impress his female followers or what. I do think it's a part
Wait, you think he actually has a female follower? Sorry.
of his narcissistic personality. I do know that he thinks he's an Adonis and the toughest guy in the world.
the reason why I'm doing the sprints right here with you guys,
Because you're a dumb fuck?
is because
Could it be because you want to convince your viewers of your strength and stamina?
No, it's because he thought that the boogeyman was chasing him.
We all know Chili is nothing, if not an accomplished self-promoter.
I wanted to ask a question. You guys have seen me do things that few people
Are stupid?
have been able to do.
Like being a fucking idiot? Being a moron? Being an extremely fucking moron? Being an idiotic fucking stupid moron? Things like that? Yeah, because we've definitely seen you be like that.
Yes, we have. Things like embarrass yourself, saying things that are patently false, displaying extreme paranoia and shoving a woman who was filming him. All she was doing was exactly the same thing that he does to other people. The irony that he doesn't like being filmed in public and have things yelled at him is not lost on me. Neither is the fact that he instantly ran over to a police officer to claim he was being harassed.
Like a crying, sniveling little bitch.
Chili doesn't like it when the tables are turned on him.
It's got nothing to do with brawn. It's got nothing to do with muscles. It's
nothing to do with the fact that you can't breathe more than 1/10 of a second.
nothing to do with, whether you're tough or not. What you guys have seen has to do with the knowledge that I have here.
The amount of knowledge that Chili carries, especially about law and history, couldn't fill a thimble. If Chili would ever actually watch some of the videos put out by his detractors, he might realize how absolutely wrong he is on certain things. Myself and many others have demonstrated that, beyond question. The problem with uneducated amateurs is that they often draw conclusions from unrelated historical events and fail to look at everything as a whole. Let me show you a clip from one of his other videos, and then I'll explain what I mean.
Right here, and watch this giant spike right here. You guessed it. All the way up, it's Terry versus Ohio. Like I always talk about Terry. These Supreme Court cases you should definitely know, but let's talk about something important. From 1968, in the war on drugs with Nixon in 71, you create this massive prison system that goes up at 100,000. Each one of these thin lines is 100,000 people. So what's the big problem we have here?
Let's look at some of the significant events that also happened in 1968 that affected the prison population rate much more than Terry v. Ohio. The Omnibus Crime Control and Safe Streets Act of 1968 was signed into law. It was designed to assist state and local governments in reducing the incidence of crime and to increase the effectiveness, fairness, and coordination of law enforcement and criminal justice systems at all levels of government. The post-World War II babies were coming of age. Children born right after the war between 1945 and 1951 were turning 18 to 24. Following World War II, the United States experienced a greatly elevated birth rate. In fact, we added on average 4.24 million new babies to the population every year between the years 1945 and 1964. That was the baby boom generation. So simply put, as these babies became adults, the arrest rate was naturally going to rise with this massive increase in population. Vietnam War protesters were being arrested in large numbers. Marijuana, which had long been illegal, saw its use accelerate beginning with the mid to late 1960s and continuing through the 1980s. The period reflected on his little chart. This was further exasperated by the Nixon administration's so-called war on drugs. The civil rights movement was in full swing and protesters were also being arrested in droves. We've all seen the scenes of police and protesters clashing. Also, don't forget that Martin Luther King and Robert F. Kennedy were assassinated only months apart, in 1968. To peg the rise in prison population to one Supreme Court case is naive and uninformed. I don't know of any legitimate historians who have drawn the same conclusion.
That's because none of them will because they're not stupid, like Chili.
Let me put this over here. It'll just be better if I put it over here so that... Because, as you guys know, I'm being stalked.
You're being stalked. Really, Chili.
Crazy people. I'm being stalked. It's pretty weird. So, hit the number 1 button. Let me know what... And then, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to continue doing what I do.
Chili said it's not ours.
Do here, and I'll be right back. It's just easier if I don't sprint with my phone in my hand. But that's kind of what I want to talk to you guys about. You know, the power that you guys have seen me use has nothing to do with sprints. It has to do with the simple fact of how much knowledge I carry in my mind. And I'm able to recall that knowledge in a moment's notice. And that's the video I have coming out at 3 o'clock. It's just pure knowledge. If you want to learn something,
I'd suggest that you look to legitimate sources. They are easy to find on the internet. However, sources like Chili are not legitimate sources. Chili has no educational background in history. Chili never cites any sources or studies and only draws conclusions in order to match his own internal biases. It's easy to use the internet to find reliable sources of information. True scholars never approach to undertake studies with a position to prove. Chili starts with his conclusion and then tries to find things to prove that conclusion, ignoring other facts. Whereas a reliable historian will look at the facts and then draw conclusions. Chili does it backwards. When I want to read about new subject areas, I start with Google. You may have to try several different keyword searches, but once you get results, look for sources that you have heard of. I love the Library of Congress site. I also usually look for college and university scholarly journals. Stick to sources with .edu as their suffix. I often will read an article and then follow some of the footnoted links and cited reference materials for an even further deep dive. That is why my videos take so long to produce. I won't say anything that I have not fully researched. If I express an opinion, I at least want it to be an informed opinion.
I can't see the comments because my glasses aren't on. I'm sorry, guys. You know, if you want to learn something at 3 o'clock, watch the video I have coming out at 3 o'clock.
I'm going to cut out the parts where Chili just runs his sprints and repeats himself over and over. But I do want you to notice that while he wasted time filming, he made sure that he perfectly framed the shot. It was all done as production value. He is always aware of camera placement and framing. For Chili, shots are all about the composition. This is just another part of the Chili show, the pretend reality show that plays in his head 24/7, 365.
Knowledge. And that's what I want you guys to understand. These filthy, dirty animals who sign up to be pigs.
It sure didn't seem to bother Chili to run over to one of those, quote, dirty, filthy pigs, end quote, when Kate from Masshole Report was filming his activities at the Memorial Day parade.
Correct.
Chili was quick to seek out one of those cops to complain that Kate was harassing him. Chili's whole shtick of hatred for police is as fake as his teeth. If only his followers would see that.
The reason why they're scared and they're beta boys is because they know that if they make one mistake and I capture on video, that's where the power comes from.
I can only assume that Chili made a reference to suing police here. The sound cut out on his video, but we all know that Chili is all talk and zero action. Even if Chili ever were to file a lawsuit, he doesn't understand the law well enough to keep it from being fairly quickly dismissed. He also never stays in any one place long enough to receive paperwork and respond in a timely manner. I don't understand why his followers believe this stuff anymore. After he fails to follow through on his lawsuit threats enough times, can't they see what a fake he is?
It doesn't come from
Fake.
what I did in 2021. I took all the brain stuff I knew and I spit it on a wall.
Which is what? None? You did none. Got it. None. Okay, none.
I put it on a wall so that you guys could...
He put a bunch of stupidity onto the wall, so he could turn those into $125 posters. That's Chili's game. He finds a product, like posters, trifolds, and t-shirts, and then he sells them at steep markups. It's all about the money for Chili. Sure, he absolutely loves the attention that his channel brings. But he grows his audience, particularly because they become a regular source of income for him, via his sales of products and their direct cash donations. The only thing transparent about Chili is his shtick of constant fundraising with no accountability. No one really knows where the money goes.
Could then learn what I learned.
I was going to say anabolic steroids, but there's no proof, so I'm not going to say that. Note, you can't sue me, Chili, because I'm not saying that.
And you're talking about 20 years of knowledge, but at the same time, I made it so that you can follow along on a timeline and just learn it. If you don't learn the knowledge, you won't have the power. You want the power. The power is the knowledge.
I really hope that no one thinks that his timeline posters reflects an accurate history. It is a bunch of cherry-picked items, taken out of time and place context, designed to support Chili's distorted beliefs. He cites no sources or studies and ignores facts that go counter to his opinion. Everything on it is biased to support his position. Honestly, it is my humble opinion that Chili is on the fast track to self-destruction. If he continues to live by this philosophy of, we don't stop, he's going to find that they don't stop on the way to taking him to prison. He does need to stop. Stop claiming that he has any particular historical or legal knowledge. Stop grifting from his followers. And stop with his public displays of stupidity. The entire reason that I started my channel was to try and teach people and correct inaccuracies in the law. His followers need to stop seeing people like Chili as some kind of prophet. He isn't. He just wants their money. He's simply a grifter of the highest order.
He's the prophet, dumb fucker.
He takes advantage of a community of people who feel marginalized by the system and powerless to make any changes themselves. They falsely believe that Chili will be the one to bring them that change, and send him large amounts of untraceable and tax-free cash. This is what Chili needs to stop doing.
So the question I have for you is, how much have you learned? How much knowledge do you have in your head?
If Chili is the teacher, the students haven't learned very much. Listening to Chili, they've learned how to piss off the public at large and yell at janitors, how to trespass in buildings after closing,
Correct.
and how to write poorly drafted legal documents.
Extremely
That's
correct.
about all they would have learned.
And, listen, you can't in any way, shape, or form let people detour you, because they'll try to detour you. They'll try to take you off course. They'll try to take you off track. So, to comment here, you have to be a subscriber for a while. I set it up now so that you guys have to be.
Chili,
Why would Chili
get
only
some
want
internet.
longtime subscribers to be the only people who can post comments in the chat? because he only wants to hear opinions that agree with his own. I've never seen a person who listens to only his own echo chamber ever actually succeed at anything. Chile will eventually learn the hard way that his views represent a very minority of the population, and they tend to be the portion that doesn't, or can't, vote. They aren't the kind to turn out to support him, and they will eventually grow tired of sending him their hard-earned money and see no positive change.
You guys have got to learn the information. I'm telling you. Transparency website, I haven't even had 5 seconds to work on it.
In other words, he hasn't figured out how to monetize it yet,
Yes.
so it's a back burner project for now. Notice that he found time to create new t-shirts that he is currently selling.
I've learned a very, very valuable lesson, is that people who are victims of police brutality, people who are victims of the state, they're going through stuff. You know, you can see that with Tim and Sarah.
People who are
With Sarah
victims
Page
of
and
chili
Tim
con
Lyons.
carne.
They're going through a lot of pain, a lot of adversity, and we need to support those people.
It really bothers me that Chile uses these people's names and stories to raise money. His followers send money directly to Chile, thinking it's going to be used to support these people. But there is no way to know where that money actually goes. To use other people's suffering for his own personal gain is reprehensible. It needs to stop.
We need to support the people who are victims of the police state, police brutality, violence. So Tim and Sarah, they just need our support. And when they don't feel like we're supporting them, they feel like they're lost. Because it's scary. When the state is targeting you, it's absolutely terrifying.
Do you see what I mean?
We should have their channels taken down in the next 7 days. A couple channels will be deleted off YouTube in the next 7 days. You guys will watch it happen. So
I don't know how Chile figures that he can have someone's channel taken down. If it were easy, delete laws would have been taken down a long time ago. So this is just another lie that Chile tells his followers, so he can come off as somehow powerful. He's not. I just don't understand how his followers can't see that Chile's is vindictive but ultimately has no power. His promises never come true. He's just as disillusioned and marginalized as they are. He's just as powerless to change the system as they are. He can't do any of the things he promises.
you can look forward to that. If you guys see any videos where they use the content that we create here at Delete Laws, if they use any of the videos from Delete Laws, make sure I have the link they use and the timestamp of the video that they infringe upon.
I'm not infringing on his video. My use falls squarely under the fair use laws, because
Yes, it
I offer
does.
education, criticism, and humor when I take sections of his video. I have not used his video in its entirety. Chili repeats himself a lot in this video, and I have deleted those sections. I guess it shouldn't surprise me that Chili is unfamiliar with the fair use law, since he has demonstrated he lacks any real knowledge of the law. Oh well, it doesn't matter. YouTube will look into things and then take no action.
But all my videos are copywritten now. So we're just taking a couple steps here through the process to make sure that we're...
You actually do have to do stuff to make stuff copyrighted. I don't think you creating a YouTube video went through those steps.
protected. Make sure we don't have anything in here. Okay. There's no addresses in here. So we just sit right here for a minute. I'm dying. Those sprints were hardcore. I mean, we really ran hard today. So, I'm going to just release. Nope, fair use doesn't work well. Sorry.
I have taken
Yes,
the
it
following
does.
paragraph directly from the YouTube website section for content creators, as it explains things even better than me. Fair use as a...
Copyright Disclaimer Notice 107 under the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, personal use tips the balance in favor of fair
U.S.
use.
law that allows the reuse of copyright-protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. However, fair use is determined on a case-by-case basis. And different countries have different rules about when it's okay to use material without the copyright owner's permission.
If a video is copywritten, you can't use any of it. that things are changing here quickly because I've decided to fight back.
In the U.S., works of commentary, criticism, research, teaching, or news reporting might be considered fair use, but it can depend on the situation. This is why I interrupt Chili's video frequently. I also add comments that are both of an educational and humorous nature. I know the robot voice can be a little tedious to listen to, but I got mixed reactions when I used my own voice in a prior video.
Pop over and watch.
Oh, I want to hear your original voice. That might be interesting.
Watch this video, guys. I'll see you guys on the premiere. God bless you. We don't stop. Later, Gator.
Geez, if only I had known that I could just watch a 30-minute video from Chili's channel, I could have avoided 4 years of undergraduate, 2 years of grad school, and 3 years of law school. Chili has no idea what he is talking about. He reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly he thinks he's an expert in history and law. I don't claim to be an award-winning actor, and this actor needs to stop claiming expertise he doesn't have. That's the end of the video. He wasted a lot of time, but he made enough absolutely false statements that I needed to correct them. It is my opinion that Chili is going to fail, because he doesn't really do anything. He runs around the country creating chaos, leaving victims in his wake, and collecting donations from hapless suckers to fund his grift as he goes. I can't think of a single thing of substance that Chili has actually done. He doesn't lobby legislators, he doesn't really help anyone, and he spends most of his time trying to raise money for non-existent apps and selling things for huge profits. I'm going to end my video with this thought. I don't wish for anyone to have to go to jail. However, I also think that might be the only way Chili will ever stop grifting. I don't think he knows anything else to do in order to make money. So maybe jail would be a good time out for him. I hope you learned something along the way. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. And say it's the first time we've had you, but you're definitely welcome back anytime, Mr. FN Lawyer. Alrighty. Plot hole, you have Silence Boy? I'm told.
What's my favorite German breakfast? A quickie.
It is pronounced quiche.
That's not what I said. Good afternoon, everyone. Jamie from the Plot Hole. Today, I've got a bit of a reimagining for you. Now, a lot of you people commented and told me that you enjoyed the news wrap. So I thought I'd give it a bit of a revamp. I'm going to try something new. Let me know down in the comment sections if you enjoy it. Let's get into it. If it wasn't for dishonesty, we wouldn't have much to call these frauditors out for. Well, that and bad information and body odor and... well, you get the point. Amagansett Press is a pinnacle of assholery.
Stay back for me, please.
I'm walking down the sidewalk.
I understand, but please stay
Sir,
back for
I'm
me.
walking down. I'm not
Okay.
going near them. You can see I'm getting.
I know. No, I'm going to explain to you why this is a scene. I'm asking you to step back. This is the scene. That's why I'm asking you to step back. I'm grabbing the tape.
We'll
I will
go get
grab
the
a
tape.
step back from me, please.
I'm going to walk
Just
down the sidewalk.
right there. That's
no, I'm going to walk down the sidewalk. I'm not in your scene. I'm not interested.
Go around the scene then. Please, I'm asking you to go. You can go around.
I'm not walking in the road. I'm
not asking you to walk in the road, man. Just walk down.
All right, well, don't get in people's face anymore.
First of all, you walked up to me. I didn't get in your face.
I'm walking down the sidewalk, man. Just do what you got to do and mind your business. Yeah, okay.
And they wonder why we don't like these frauditors. I mean, if you were truly worried about tyranny and oppression, would you be pulling these types of stunts? I don't think so. In case you're wondering what my spirit baby looks like, you're in luck. No, this isn't a frauditor, but this is probably going to be the best thing that you see on the internet today.
Aww. Yeah. You see someone looking like, do I see someone looking for my Cheeto swipe? Here, you want the cheese? He's going in for a second. Maybe. No. Yes. Yeah, he's going in for a second. I'm sorry, I had to break it up. It was horrible. Uh-oh, I think you found a hot one.
You want water?
Nah. Yeah, he's got the flaming hot Cheeto. He likes the Cheeto, but every time he grabs the flaming hot, he's just like, ugh. But that doesn't stop them from going back. They try to keep offering her water.
That isn't the cutest and toughest little lady. I like how she's not sure with that first bite, but then she doubles up on the second one. And kudos for refusing the water. She said no, but her face said, "Ouch, Mom, this is hot. But I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of winning, so give me another bite." Now, we all know that I hate bringing you bad news when it comes to that awesome person called Broken System, Broken Trust. I hope that lightning storm is gone. Well, as I'm sure most of you already know by now, Broken System, Broken Trust was recently arrested for driving on a suspended license.
We're going to go from there.
What do you mean you're going to have to come back to
Well, you're not supposed to be driving, so you're going to exit the driver's seat. Okay?
I'll get out for you. Man, you look good on camera, bro.
I appreciate that, but I have no problem with you filming. You know that. I've dealt with you before. I have no problem with you filming. You just can't be driving. You understand that?
So you waited for me?
No, I was right there. You literally were at my stop. I was assisting on an accident, and then you drove off right when I was there.
You're pulling out.
No, I wasn't. I was doing my accident report.
I saw you pull out.
I pulled out of the gas station and went and was doing my accident report in another parking lot. Mobile parking lot is very small.
Mobile parking lot is very small?
Yes.
So, do you see this, guys?
Yes, we see this. Your dumbass has a suspended license, so what's the brilliant move? Oh, I know. Let's go audit a cop as he's doing a traffic stop. No way this could go wrong.
So, you have an opportunity to uphold rights or enforce statutes and codes. Which one do you want to do?
What are you talking about?
Well, you can uphold my right. I'm not doing anything wrong.
You're driving. You have a suspended license.
How do you know that?
Because I know who you are.
Did you hear that, guys? Wait, can you repeat that?
I know that you have a suspended license from previous encounters that we have dealt with. When I saw you driving, I checked your name. I saw you had a suspended license.
You checked my name?
Yes, I did.
You checked my name without probable cause?
You're driving. I know you have a suspended license. That's probable cause.
That's probable cause. So you ran my name.
Yes.
Why would you run my name?
Because he saw you driving.
I think it's the same. I thought we already covered this.
License. Can you not keep up?
I was going to say, I thought we already covered this.
You understand how this looks?
As Lord Frieza would say, haven't we done this before?
You do understand how this looks?
Yes. Alright, go ahead and step out there.
Okay.
You are going in cuffs, so I don't know if you want to put the phone away, put it in your pocket, whatever.
We're going in cuffs?
Yes. You are under arrest.
Yes, you're going in cuffs.
Well, you know I haven't had due process of law yet, right?
I don't think you know what the fuck that
You're
is.
suspended, and you are driving.
But I haven't been given due process of law.
How do you figure?
Because my court case is still ongoing.
That has nothing to do with you driving.
Oh my god.
Well, it has everything to do with it. I haven't been given due process of law.
Can we slap him?
Suspended your license.
No, they didn't. I have a letter stating that my license is not
You have that
suspended.
letter with you because
I sent it to the court.
Because as of right now, Secretary of State tells me that your license is suspended.
I sent it to the court.
Okay.
Hey, dummy, this is part of your due process. Due process works both ways there, Jack.
Okay.
So there's a miscommunication here. Do you see how we get into miscommunication?
Okay, but I have to go because I don't have that letter. You're not presenting that letter to me, so I have to go by what Secretary of State is providing me, which shows that you are suspended. Okay, go ahead and step out for me, Josh.
Now, this is my favorite part. But before we watch it happen, do me a favor and smash that like button.
Yeah, smashy.
All right. Well.
Let's run.
Alrighty, so, yeah, they know who I am, guys. They know who I am.
Yes, you're an idiot.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I am.
You're sure you want to do this? You just look good on camera, dude.
I
And now you're gonna look like hell.
I appreciate it.
Now you're gonna look horrible, dude.
Go ahead and put the other hand behind your back.
Man, you guys don't get how this works, man.
Man, you don't get how stupid you are.
Finally, I wanted to dive into Silence Boy's latest shenanigans, but when I went to his channel, all I found was a void, much like the one that's between his ears. In an interesting move by YouTube, Silence Boy has been, well, silenced. And before you frauditors come back here and claim that this is more proof that they are just trying to keep it, blah, 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 shut it. This is what happens when you violate community guidelines. Now, even though this seems to be a small victory for those of us who poke fun at these frauditors, gotta say, pretty sure Silence Boy is going to be back. If the Flat Earth community couldn't get rid of Daniel Pratt this easy, I don't think that the frauditor community is going to see Silence Boy stay silent. It's only a matter of time before she's hit in the face rears his ugly face again. And that's our show. Thank you for hanging out until the end. Do that social media thing to help the channel grow. You can support the channel by subscribing.
Yeah, subscribe and like, both of those great things are awesome. Do it. Do it now. If you haven't done it yet, do it. Do it now. Do it. Alrighty. So, let's see. What else do we Alright, as we continue to fight on through 35, we need some fun. Let's try you. Alrighty. He should have gone to work. Simply put. Kfar, you ready?
Hey guys, Kfar back again once again. So this is on AZ Unfiltered's channel, the weirdo creep who likes to film dead bodies for fun. This isn't actually him getting arrested, I thought it was. This is another guy called Tapatio Audits, but it's on AZ Unfiltered's channel. This guy is claiming a bunch of things happened. He doesn't get any of it on tape, so you can't trust an auditor, so I'm not going to believe anything he has to say. With that being said, it's about a guy who stole stuff from Home Depot, security guard caught up to him, got the merchandise back. Cops came because they probably called the police. Once a security guard has to chase someone down, you're normally going to get charged with something. It kind of seems like, from what we're going to watch, that Home Depot didn't want him there and had already told him previously not to be there. It's in the parking lot, which is public access, but to my knowledge, it's still private property, so they can kind of tell people to get bent whenever they want, for whatever reason they want.
Get bent.
He's going to go on and say, I guess this is where all of the action took place when the guy got caught by the security guard, and where all the cops and firefighters were hanging out when they were arresting the guy. Yeah, I guess here we go.
I actually got assaulted here. I don't know if you guys see the things. This is where the individual got assaulted at. Right there. That's some of the stuff that the guy had. This is some of his property right here, guys. I don't know if you guys see that.
You're zoomed in.
And I understand the guy stole something from this Home Depot, but it's not for him. It's not for him actually to hit the guy, struck the guy with the baton like 3 or 4 times, and he still actually assaulted the guy, and that's what he did.
So as per usual, auditors are automatically going to side with the criminal. Apparently this guy hit him with a baton. Who knows? More than likely the guy was fighting back, and that's why, so there's that. But they're never going to... Anybody in authority is evil and the enemy to auditors, so they're just going to completely ignore that part of it. Yeah, it's just really disappointing. Can't make it out.
Quality
That's Home
content.
Depot.
Yeah, there you go, guys. This tall guy right there, the security guard, that was the guy that assaulted him. He was the one that hit him with the baton, and he struck him like three times. And there's people here that witness that, but of course they're not going to say nothing because they're scared of these police officers.
Kind of seems like a stretch about them not wanting to talk to the scary tyrant Nazi police officers. Also, it went from 3 to 4 times to 3 times, which is already changed his story.
Well, okay, guys, so here's this right here. I'm not in Home Depot's
That's a
property
curb.
now. I'm actually right there. There you go, right there. 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so the rocks on the Home Depot parking lot would technically still be,
It'll be the Home Depot parking lot.
G789HK. I'm not even in the property, bro.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
By his logic,
I don't have an ID.
By his logic, the trees aren't Home Depot property because they're not technically on the parking lot.
For what? I'm not trespassing. I'm over here on the rocks.
I need to see your ID.
I don't have an ID. And I'm going to work.
Have a seat right here.
For what?
Have a seat right here.
Why are you grabbing me? Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Why are you grabbing me like that?
Have a seat.
Why are you grabbing me like that?
What's your ID?
Why are you grabbing me like
What's
that?
your name?
I'm not trespassing.
Yes, you are. This is Home Depot property.
This is not Home
They
Depot.
want to trespass.
This is not Home Depot property, dude.
What's your last name?
What's your name and badge number?
What's your last name?
Lozano, no, don't do that. All right, guys. So, you guys see that?
You're under arrest.
Why, bro? My truck is open. My truck is open.
You were told to leave Home Depot property.
My truck is open, dude. I'm going to work. And not only
Should have went to work.
You better have your camera.
That's where the light comes from.
And I hear dealing with an armed robbery suspect. Out here fiddling around.
Oh, man. That's why.
So, fuck this guy, first off. That's the guy. That's the face of the guy who films dead bodies for shits and gigs. Yeah, so if you heard the officer correctly, it wasn't just he stole. It was an armed robbery suspect, which probably explained why he got whacked with a baton. I know if he had a gun, a knife, fucking shank, and tried to hit you, you're gonna hit him with what you have.
Yes, you are. One more before we go. If you be so kind.
This video was sent to me by a subscriber who will go unnamed, because that's how I roll with subscribers who send me things, so feel free to send me whatever you guys want. I'm just realizing now it looks like he's got his bottles in his cupboard behind him, which is just absolutely fantastic to me. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna roll it. I'm gonna skip through where he's
creepy.
He starts fast forwarding it, which to me, I think he's doing it to kind of make us lose track of how much time he's actually there filming a dead body.
Wait, he's filming a dead body?
But yeah, so here we go. We're gonna play this video.
Oh, you're showing me the guy you were talking about? Oh, fuck.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Holy cow. I have got a good one for you. I forgot that I filmed this. This was a live stream. This was a long way back. This took me a while to go ahead and cut through. Yeah, man, this guy is... You don't believe what you hear coming out of this cop's mouth. You may not agree with some of the stuff that I say either. So let's just go ahead and watch this. Crazy, crazy interaction. This cop sucks. Sucks.
So we're gonna skip through his intro.
Thank you. We don't need to have
We're
that
gonna
crap.
skip through the dead body. We're gonna, get there where the car rolls up. You won't see anything, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He's fast forwarding through this to make us lose track of how long he's actually there doing this, just being an absolute scumbag human being. And then let's jump to when he talks to the first officer at about 3:30 something, I think.
Seriously?
What?
What? There's a person who's lost their life. There's a family who's lost their loved one. And you're more concerned about making sure you get video of that. Really? no respect for that person or their family.
Go back to work.
You have no respect for that person or their
That's none of your concern. Go back
It
to
is
work.
my concern.
No, it's not your concern. It's not your job. It's not your concern. Go back to work. Because you approached me with some.
I don't think you need to talk to me that way.
I talk to you hard. Yes, I can. And I need you now. Go back to work.
No. You need to just go.
No, you need to go, fool.
Okay, so I think in this 3 seconds, this officer is more calm than any of us would have met. Because this auditor is a piece of human garbage. He's acting like the cop is the one in the wrong for simply asking him, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is some scumbag shit. Like, just stop. And
Next level scumbag
that
shit.
The officer's talking to him.
You're the fool. Walk back.
I'm just gonna hang out here, I guess.
Yeah? Alright, cool.
He's putting himself in between
What's your name and badge?
the auditor and the moron trying to go ahead and
Alright.
film the dead body.
So McClellan here wants to be a prick.
No, McClellan here would like respect for a family that has lost a loved one.
There's no IDing fuck characters over there. I don't know who it is.
Exactly. And we've had problems before where a family suddenly sees something on the news and they weren't even notified yet. That's a horrible way to find out that you've lost a family member.
That is.
But
But it's not my problem or concern.
It's not your concern. You don't care about others.
You don't know that.
I do. You're sitting here telling me right now that you don't care.
The auditor just accused the officer of being a prick, who hasn't raised his voice, hasn't said a negative comment like I have about this guy. But the officer's the prick. And then he says, I say it all the time, why do auditors record things?
Because
And then
they're idiots.
immediately lie about it 5 seconds later. He said he doesn't care. And then when the officer calls him out, he's like, oh no, you don't know that. He's like, well, you just fucking said it, douchebag.
Care.
No, I don't care about your opinion. Look at his eyes, guy. This over here. Should probably go to the doctor.
There's nothing wrong with his eyes.
Yep.
The uneducated guy is now a doctor.
Of course.
Surprised he didn't just try to call the son out for the Bain Act.
Why not? Evil son.
You guys left your gas flap open.
You're still recording a dead body.
Yes.
Like, that's not even an issue.
The gas cap is like 15th, maybe 16th down in the list.
It's being wasted right here.
Because people won't respect other people.
Correct.
How about you respect fucking rights?
He's not stopping
Get
you.
back to work, you piece.
I am at work.
Your job description does not ask photographer piece of shit. You are.
I asked you to have some.
So you notice how he's
Any which way I go, you fuck. That's not harassment?
bleeping himself and cutting out parts where he cusses at the officer, who's
This is why
not.
people don't like you guys.
Nah, this isn't the reason.
Oh, this is part of it. This is
No.
a small fraction of why people hate you guys.
Okay.
I never want to see an auditor come onto my channel or any other channel and accuse us of anything unless they're on this guy's channel in his comments telling him how shitty of a person he is. I never want to see Rogue Nation, Broken System, Broken Trust, News Now Ninja has been here before. I never want to see any of them on my channel unless they're in this guy's comments telling him how much of a shit human being he is. This guy's
Shitty
just super
human
mean. He's just
being.
disingenuous. He's telling you this is why they hate you. It's like, no, normally, if any normal, sane person watches this video, they would say, yeah, the cop is 1,000% in the right. This guy is fucking garbage for recording this.
You're not tall enough, bro. Nice try. No.
He's going out of his way to film a dead body. Again.
Great picture.
Creepy. And no, I'm not putting that picture on this show. Sorry. Not gonna happen.
And yes, I'm showing the whole video because it kind of puts into context how awful of a human being this is. This doesn't protect my rights
So this is really
at all.
what you have to do with your life.
My life is none of your concern. My job is none of your concern.
Your job? You have a job?
Yeah.
What is that?
I work in news.
Being a creepy son of a bitch. That's his job.
Very transparent of
You
him.
have like a contract with them?
Yes, he has a contract with being creepy.
This right here is my secondary job.
Secondary job. And what is this right here? That's secondary. What is this?
Covering local events in my neighborhood.
You live in the neighborhood?
I do live in the neighborhood.
No, he doesn't.
This is my neighborhood.
Good.
No, he doesn't.
You coming around and prick doesn't serve you guys well.
Why lie?
Your opinion of me really doesn't matter.
That's exactly the problem. The public's opinion of you that you don't give a shit about. That's the fucking problem.
How is your opinion of me?
I'm a member of the public, and you just said my opinion doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Well, see, there you go. That's the
Because
disconnect.
You're the type of individual that doesn't care about other people. So your opinion of me doesn't matter.
You don't know that.
I do know that because I've already...
He said it.
This person had a family. This person had loved ones that cared about him. That you don't care about because you're willing to put this stuff out there before they even know.
It's not my fault. You weren't quick enough.
Really? That's where you're going with that?
Hey. You guys are quick to ID people and quick on the street like that. You can't figure out who a dead body is like that? You got no answer for that one, though.
That's because no one would have an answer for that one.
Right away, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. They might have him ID. The investigators are over there doing their job.
And I'm doing mine.
Not really.
And you're interfering.
No, he's not. He's not stopping you whatsoever.
This is your job. What do you provide to society?
Nothing.
What benefit is this to society?
Well, exposing tyrants like you is a good one.
Tyrants? I'm
Tyrants.
asking you a question. Where am I a tyrant?
You were running.
At no point has this officer ran his mouth saying anything. I've said way worse things than this officer. This officer hasn't raised his voice.
He's been cordial
hasn't
as fuck.
interfered with this guy recording. Don't be this guy. My channel is a don't do this and bad things won't happen. Don't go around recording dead bodies. This guy is an absolute piece of shit human being. I think we can all agree with that.
Around here waving your hands in front of my camera trying to block the view. That's a violation of the First Amendment.
No.
I'm protecting that person's rights.
They're dead. They have no rights.
Their family.
Fuck you.
That's your job.
It is my job to care about others.
Back to work, public servant.
Public servant doesn't equal public slave.
And this is
Correct.
what you got. This is your job.
It's one of them.
You get
I just got a 10-hour shift. News.
Very transparent, saying, bleeping out where he works. Very transparent.
Who I am, what I do, and what I'm about.
I'm
You're just
here
coming over here.
I'm
Assumptions.
standing here watching what you're about. I don't need a clue. I
No,
can
you
see
came over here with some bullshit and you pissed me off. That's how it goes.
And you got angry quick. You probably need some anger management class.
Facts.
Yes.
Probably. Like you for so long.
This dude is just another fat piece of shit.
Then you guys can just put your head down and do your job.
Now let's act like a hard ass.
Yeah.
Their job is not my job. My job is different from their job.
What is your job? Harass media?
No, I'm asking you why you can't respect the family.
Why can't you respect my rights and go back to work and leave me alone?
Because
He is at work.
you're now saying that your rights are more important than their rights.
I'm saying he doesn't have any rights.
Kind of selfish.
He doesn't have any rights anymore.
family.
Those are done.
His family has rights.
They're
Your
not
rights
here.
are more-
They're not here.
You're right. They're not here to defend themselves, and you don't care about that.
No.
You don't care about these other people out there in the world. You care about one person. You.
Is that so?
Selfish. Very selfish.
Is that so?
That's what it appears.
And that's how you talk to the public.
Yeah,
You throw your
You're not
opinion out
public.
like it's really weight. And you talk to the public like that.
I'm asking you. If you cared about this...
Yeah, which department are you out of? Which precinct?
What do you mean?
Which precinct?
Cactus Park.
Cactus Park.
Well, if you lived in this neighborhood...
You guys almost... No, actually, I'm just a little bit over there. So Glendale PD is actually serves my neighborhood.
So it's not
I'm
your
right behind the store.
So it's not your neighborhood. You're over there in Glendale. This is Phoenix.
This road is divided. I've seen Glendale and Phoenix working it.
We work this road.
Cool.
So we caught him in a
So
lie.
it's not your neighborhood.
This is my neighborhood prize.
In Glendale.
Shock.
Yeah.
But not Phoenix.
I would be on the Glendale side, aren't I?
Right. So be on the Glendale side.
So go back to the Phoenix side.
Glendale.
I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm not either. We're gonna hang out all day. What's your name?
Dipshit.
You, that's my name.
Well,
You won't get my name until you legally arrest me.
no, it's all closed up.
So find a reason.
It's just like I can't stress this enough. A normal human being that isn't a fucking tool bag would see a dead body and go, man, that's terrible. That's tragic. Nope, not auditors. They're going to film that shit. It's not just this guy. There's been several other auditors that have filmed dead bodies, and they think that there's no problem with it. And it's just absolutely atrocious that they think that they're above common decency. And then this officer has been, he's not being nice to the guy, but he's not raising his voice. He's not calling him things that I would call him. If this guy tries to report this officer to his higher-ups, his chain of command, their chain of command is going to be like, yeah, he wasn't mean to you. He didn't grab your camera and pull a Utica and smack that shit out of your hand, which, I'm not mad about. He didn't do anything to this stupid auditor.
Dumb fuck.
He's just another hard ass who... he's a fake hard ass. That's what he does. The camera is the new
fake
keyboard.
hard
That's what it is.
ass.
Reason for that, and then my name.
And God only knows what he said in between these jump
You got
cuts.
complaints coming in right now, buddy.
IA would take
You know
a
you're
look at
live
this
on the
video.
internet with all the bullshit you've been spewing, right?
Okay.
All right.
IA would take a look at this video and laugh this auditor out of the police station.
Yeah, you want to put a complaint for what?
Let's skip ahead, because I'm honest
Please.
to God just absolutely fucking sick and
Could
tired
have
of this
done come
guy.
over here and not be an asshole, and you could have informed me. I
No,
would
you
have
know
got
what? Let's go.
things
Let's
out of
just
you,
keep
and I
going.
would have walked away.
I think I did do that.
No, you didn't.
I asked you...
No, you were a dick about it. You could have told me the situation, and you could have said, hey, and then I would have been done. I would have already been gone.
I have to tell you the situation?
No, you don't
Really?
have
You
to.
need- You need to be educated as to what's happened here?
Auditors aren't smart. We all know that.
Hit and run.
Oh, hey, there you go. You know the situation.
This is why society is contempt for you peace.
No, this is why you don't.
No. There's plenty of people in here that agree.
Yeah, again, their opinions on that.
See?
Yes, he's referring to the 5 or 6 people in his chat, in his live stream, that are other pieces of shit that don't want to take responsibility for their own actions, and that's why they're here. They hate cops because cops held them accountable. And
Correct.
they don't like to be held accountable.
Also
The rules
correct.
don't apply to them, just to everyone else.
That would be correct, Mr. Farr. Farr of the kid.
Barebacks are blue. We're at 43rd Avenue, Bethany home. That's right. Back to work, public servant.
That's because the body's been finally gone ahead and put in an ambulance.
Yeah.
So you can no longer
That's
be
the
fucking
video.
creepy.
There's still clearly that much left. We're actually going to pause it.
Thank you, Kfar.
And get out of this so
I
I can
agree.
show you his name.
It's been creepy, and now I don't care about the idiot's name. But with that, we will bring this to a close. Please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Get us to the goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. That 50,000 views makes Nextr sends us those nice red boxes that we can send to all you. 1,000 makes Google put us on the algorithms, makes these videos actually be payable, and then we can use that to send good stuff to you as well. Coinbase, Ibotta, you know the drill on those. Get you $10 free for signing up, and then more when you use them. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and of course, release the Krakens as we march along this evening and every evening here from day one. Coming up in the overnight, our next episode is the final section of Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell, in which he continues on his talk after leaving Madman Markham to the side. We'll have that, of course, at our normal time at 2 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. GC time, and of course 11 p.m. West Coast time. Adjust for yourself if you're outside of North America. We'll have this last fight, which probably will be a loss, and then we'll sign off for this evening episode. And there it is. We'll see you again in the overnight for Art Bell.